Hey everybody, just wanted to give you an update. About 7:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time on May 27th tonight, emergency alert went out for evacuation for North Nohea, North Luana, and South Kupono, due to lava flow. That's all the alert said, so I love how our systems give us details. Um, but that's beside the point. Went down to the evacuation area. Could not get into the area. They have all major streets uh, covered. However, I did run into a guy that I've been talking to uh, over the last few weeks, and he gave me the inside scoop, which is basically what is happening is the lava pool that was created at Luana and Leilani Avenue, which has been pretty much active. It's the one video with the thumbnail that's got like the three fissures or the three fountains in it. Um, that has created a very large lava pool, almost like the perched lake down at the bottom of Kahukai. And that pool basically has started moving very rapidly to the north down Luana Avenue and Nohea Avenue as well. So it's basically spreading, but most of the spread is going north of Leilani versus south. However, they did South Kupono, which I was just down there earlier today, and so I'm not quite sure how that's being affected. I'm thinking that maybe they have the direction wrong in the alert message. What's causing this pool to move so rapidly now is that the fissure fountain eruption that is occurring has basically kicked into super high gear. It is erupting about 5 times higher in height and in volume than what it has been doing all day and a few days ago. So that means a lot more lava is coming down the rift zone and pumping out in this location. That is also moving the lava towards the direction of the PGV. However, this particular activity is still quite a ways from that. However, fissured 17 area, 22, whatever one down at the end of Kahukai, actually has breached the PGV plant as of earlier today, about 5:30, I think it was, or so. Um, the lava was approaching one of the wells, um, and they expected within the next 15 to 20 minutes that it would actually contact the well, and it did. The lava has continued to flow in PGV, and it was heading towards another well. At that time, it was about 100 feet away from that well. I have no information as to whether it has reached that location, but we do seem to have a new volume of magma coming down the system, which is what's increasing the eruption flow volumes. Um, Fissure 24 still remains more intermittent. That's the one that's between, I believe it was between Capono and I think it's Luana. Some of these names are really starting to run together, or the locations, I mean, are really starting to run together. It's kind of hard to keep track of these things. I'm doing my best. I got my maps, um, but still, it's changing so rapidly, now that it's really just difficult to know where it is at any given time. Um, So I got turned around. I wasn't able to get in, get any, video, which really kind of sucks. Uh, but it is a safety thing, and I wouldn't want to get too close because with it moving rapidly, because it's the Pahoehoe lava, and that can move pretty fast. I mean, it can move, a couple feet within, a minute. And if it is a perched lava pool, and one of the edges give way, then it can very rapidly, start to drain out and cover a large area quickly. So it is really an unsafe place to be. According to emergency personnel down on the scene, all those streets have been cleared. The place should be fully evacuated. Uh, However, I suspect there may be a couple holdouts that when the evacuation people came through, they probably turned off all their lights and hid because people really don't want to leave their homes, because they just don't have anywhere else to go. And the shelters, that are currently set up, are a safe place from the lava, but they're not a safe place from the fumes, because a lot of the areas that people are being housed in are what we call open air. They basically have half walls, and the rest is screened up to the roof line. So that will protect you from insects. It will protect you, from things of that nature, but it's not going to protect you from the sulfur dioxides and the other gases that may be emitted, during these events. So I got to look at the projection models for the trade winds and the VOG to see, um, what that's going. I've heard reports that Monday, Tuesday, our trade winds are supposed to weaken significantly, so we may have some foggy days. Yeah, so and with the fountains down there right now going as voluminous as they're going, that means that the sulfur dioxide emissions are higher. More lava, more sulfur. It's more of those things. I don't know if y'all can hear the rumbling and the roar. I'll be quiet for a minute. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. It was a little bit louder a little while ago, and things were much brighter. So maybe the volume is decreasing now. Don't have any eyes on it, so I can't say for sure. As for PGV, like I said, lava has covered one of the wells. There has been no hydrogen sulfide release from the well, so hopefully their mitigation uh, practice or procedures and actions that they've taken has prevented that. Um, from what I was explained to, uh, from how I was explained about it, or how it was explained to me today, was that basically there's a little pit that was dug down into the ground, and then the well was dug down through that pit a couple miles down to basically the just above the magma source. And so the wellheads are actually below surface level. So what they've done with this particular well that was covered is it was quenched with cold water, was fed into the well, and to lower the temperature and drop the pressure. And then the well was basically, they don't use the word cap, they use plugged, um, to, I guess, to keep the water in the well or whatever. The little pit that was dug, or that had been dug, for the well, has been filled with cinder, so that the wellhead is actually now below grade, um, and the lava should not actually impact it directly. Their idea is that the lava will then flow over it, and the well won't be breached, because there's nothing for the lava to encounter at this point. Even all the equipment from the wellhead, piping, stuff like that, had all been removed as well. So we're being told. Um, so this could mean the end of PGV as a production facility. And as much as I'm in favor of renewable resources for energy, PGV has always been a point of contention with the residents because of the way it was brought in. There's supposed to be a 10-mile radius around the plant, uh, with with no homes or anything like that. So it's supposed to be 10 miles in all directions away from any residential areas, commercial areas, etc. But that's not the case. We literally have houses across the street from it. Lani Puna Gardens was one of the subdivisions that was right there next to the property. So we're talking 100 feet away. So how they got it in, I don't know to begin with. But again, that's not important. Right now, the plant seems to be secure. There has been no well breaches. There has been no off-gassing. So that is all good news. So hopefully whatever they did do to mitigate this worked or is working. But PGV is being uh, inundated with lava flows right now. They're slowly moving, but this whole system here that's currently happening now may speed that process up. Really don't know. So that's basically the update for tonight. It is now 8:35, May 27th, 2018, and if anything more develops, I will update y'all and post it up to YouTube for you. Um, Boy, it's funny how things seem to get super active at night, and this has been kind of a pattern. It's why I've actually